Hello, welcome to the Soarin with Souren video series. Today we continue to speak about servicing, technology, and how it impacts mortgage automation. So what role do you feel that workflow automation plays in loan servicing?
That's a good question. Loan servicing is really a series of events that happen during the lifetime of the loan. As we know, on average, duration of a loan in a loan servicing system can be anywhere from 1 year to up to 30 years, depending upon refinance activity. So, and throughout this lifetime, there's a number of events that are happening in the loan life cycle, which typically should be run in a workflow automation system or a workflow system with automation at the appropriate points. Unfortunately, though, the loan servicing industry is a little bit behind the times and depends on a lot of legacy systems, some of which have been around for over 40 years and mainframe-based systems that are their core systems. So the challenge becomes, how do you put workflow automation processes on top of such a system? Because they were not built from the ground up for that purpose. They were built really to be a front end to a legacy mainframe database.
So how is Nexval enabling that process?
What we have to do now is really build these subsidiary systems that sit on top of this
legacy system,
core system. In some cases, we have achieved the ability to connect with it and the data layer with the permission of the providers, of course. But in most cases, that is not possible because these are legacy monolithic systems. So what we have to do is then essentially build hooks into some of the core systems that the servicer maintains, which are data downloads from the servicer, from the servicing system, and then put the automation layer on top of that. So there are challenges to achieving this, but the automation system that we've built, which is Nexval, one of our core systems, sits side by side with the servicing system and essentially tracks all the activities and sequences it. So now with the combination of the core system and the automation process, now you can have a much more synchronized set of activities. Some of these are workflow automations over a short period of time, over maybe a day that you have to achieve certain tasks. Some might be a long-running process, like a foreclosure process, is an automation process that might last maybe 2 months. The bankruptcy process might last 2 years, or more, depending upon the situation. And new ones come about all the time. Loan modification was a big thing back in the financial crisis. So this parallel approach of really working with what the servicer has and essentially using whatever either data points or process points that they have and integrating it with a workflow where they can bring the work in-house, distribute it out to providers such as ourselves, or essentially improve those processes, what we have done and innovated, and continues to be very popular with our client base.
So we've discussed servicing and from a mortgage technology and automation standpoint. Tell me what's included in some of Nexval's core servicing functions.
We do offer the full gamut of services, starting from boarding a loan to the payoff. But if you ask me about the key highlights of the services, I think the loan boarding portion of it is a very key area where we can provide a lot of help to the customers, because a loan that is not boarded well will not be serviced well throughout its lifetime. And lots of issues come around. In fact, many of the portfolios, distressed portfolios that our clients buy, actually have those issues that started historically when they were boarded improperly. We also have services across the board in escrow, in investor reporting, in foreclosure and bankruptcy services, default services. That's a big area for us. Servicing title-related work, assignments, lien releases. All of these are, we are really a back office to our end servicing clients who come to us for overflow support or just seeking expertise or a 24/7 kind of work environment. So in short, we are across the servicing spectrum, but it really depends upon our clients' needs, and we bring up our services and our workflow processes to fit whatever need the client has at that moment.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.